What is up, folks? You know what it is. It is about that time. It is about that prime. It is prime time. I'm so excited for today's episode, and man, oh man, we have got an incredible guest speaker with us today on the show. Guys, this man requires no introduction. You know who he is, you know where he comes from, you know what he is about, and he's just done such an incredible work with his company, Legends Barber. So Primetime family, please give a big warm welcome to Mr. Sheldon.
No, thank you very much. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheldon, for being part of Primetime, for being part of the show. From my side, I don't take it for granted. This is such an amazing privilege to be sitting here with you, and I would have actually never imagined this. It's really honestly one of my dreams come true. I know that the Primetime family is going to learn so much, those who are listening and viewing this, but myself, I want you to know I'm sitting here as a sponge.
No, thank you.
I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, I'm here to be challenged, to be empowered, and to just be equipped. So thank you so much again for being part of Primetime. How are you doing? How's everything?
I'm good. Welcome to our office. Yeah, so this is where I sit on a daily basis.
Okay.
If I'm not traveling much. Yeah, so this is where most of the decisions take place. yeah. But anyway, I'm good. I'm really doing good. Excited for the future, because despite what might happen in our economy, I still feel that I'm still very optimistic for the future, because I feel like we've gotten to a point in our economy where we've reached a very low, and the only way for you to come back from that low is when you go up. You understand? Yes. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Before we really just dive deep into the discussion for today, please let everyone know who you are and what's your background.
Okay, so my name is Sheldon Tatchell. My background is a kid from Eldorado Park, grew up in poverty, strive to become a successful entrepreneur, which I hope. The things that I love is my family. I have 2 kids and a beautiful wife. My favorite color is black. My favorite color is black. I wear black each and every day, unless it's occasions. Yeah. But yes, that's my favorite color. And yes, I'm very optimistic about people, and I always try to see the good in people. I always try to say that people are good, and I believe that, that firmly that we are situated in a season right now that we can develop change in our economy and where we currently sit in at the moment. So that's just me in a nutshell. Yes.
No, that's awesome. Awesome. Great. And obviously you are the CEO of one of the leading, I believe, companies, not just in South Africa, but in Africa, Legends Barber. And I'm pretty sure that, especially with the guys specifically, who's listening to the show and who's watching, I'm sure all of them, including myself, have gotten a cut at Legends Barber. And let me tell you, the customer service there is exceptional. The quality of everything that you guys are doing, everything is 100%. I rate you 10 out of 10. And every time I go
sure
there,
you're not saying so just because.
No. I'm giving you an honest review here, right?
No, thanks.
honest 10-star review. Really, I usually go there, for special occasions.
Yes.
It's not just me on a weekly normal Peter going around doing. If I'm going to do a special thing or going to a special event, I know I'm going.
Yes,
I'm going to you guys straight. I don't have to think twice.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that.
So please, give us a rundown of the company, and before we get into the accolades and the achievements, please tell us the inspiration behind starting Legends Barber.
Yeah. So where do I start? I think for me personally, where do I start, with myself or with the company? Come I start with myself. At age of 14 years old, I actually turned to barbering as a way to escape the poverty that surrounded me. I learned the skill by visiting different barbers in my community and just trying to just gather as much as possible from them. Eventually, they used to chase me away on a weekly basis, and I just returned with a bottle of cold drink as a bribe for my next lesson. But as simple as it sounds, that was the best way I could learn how to cut hair. There was no schools and stuff that could actually teach me. And what I done was that I actually gave out free haircuts to school kids. And this was after school. There was so we lived right across the school, and school kids would basically just come after school and get their haircuts. And this happened each and every day, and this was free haircuts, just trying just to better my skill. And I can remember doing this for a very long time until I felt that I'm able to charge now. And I can remember the first time I charged was around 10 rand or 20 rand for a haircut. Yeah. So that was back then. Fast forward to basically when I actually decided to start something out of it, because the question always came to my mind was that there's so many barbers that's in our community, especially where I'm from. What's going to make me different? You understand? What's going to make me stand out? So, as in any case, I just gave it a go. I decided, you know what? My cousin had an internet cafe in Eldorado Park, Extension 2. So it was back in 2011. And I asked him if I can make use of his space, and he agreed with the condition that I only come on weekends because the landlord is not around weekends. So he agreed that I actually make use of the stoop instead of cutting the shop. So I started out 2011, only had a clipper, a chair, with a big speaker box next to me, playing loud music, just to attract people. To my amazement, people came out in numbers, and it was one of those things where I just used Facebook just to get traction. Just to get as much traction as possible. So that was on his stoop, and the workload started increasing each and every weekend. My friend was also cutting hair at the time, so I remember that he was also cutting hair. So I decided, you know what, why not come on board, join forces, and come help me with this workload. Understand? And basically during that time, I was contemplating, should I go into a lease premises or should I do some stuff because it is picking up. There was so with the barbers that was right across from where we were, I actually went to go visit them and just see what they're doing compared to what we were doing, and just putting my investigation skills to the test as to why people prefer to come to me. And basically going to them, and I just saw that it was much more of a monetary transaction. You understand? It was much more of, okay, haircut, next person, okay. And when people actually came to come sit on our chair, it was a, how can I say, it was much more of that relationship building. You understand? So after each and every customer, I had a notebook, and I used to write down the person's name, the conversation we had, and next time the person would come back to that same chair, just make reference to that notebook. You understand? And that was actually just gaining that customer retention at a very young stage in the business. So eventually we needed to get out of the stoop, and there was like a, I wouldn't say a shopping center, but it was like a shop available not far from where the stoop was. So we then decided to basically just to rent out that space. All the money that was made on the stoop contributed towards the furniture and everything of that space. I can remember that this was in 2011 when we launched on the stoop around the 1st of September. People came out, they supported. We decided, you know what, let's get few more guys to come and help us. and we got some guys from the community just to come help with the workload. But things wasn't always as rosy as I'm painting a picture. It wasn't like there was each and every day that the store was busy. On quiet days, though, I can remember Tuesdays and Wednesdays was the days where there was few customers, and what happened, we used to go out and go cut people at old age home and at the schools for free. We used to do it just as part of that giving back initiative. At the time we never had a name for the barbershop. It was just called the barbershop, and this is how the name Legends actually came about. So while we were busy cutting the kids, while we were busy cutting the elders, we became so fond of them, you understand, and that relationship that we built with them. Something just told me, why not name the barbershop after them, because they're the legends of our community, and that's where the name Legends actually comes from. So that's basically where the name comes from. Eventually we went on and things started building. I can remember the time when I got married in that same year, 4th of December 2011. I got married over the weekend. My partner, the friend that I met on the stoop, he assured me, it's fine, just go away, everything will be fine, don't have to stress about anything. I went away on honeymoon with my wife. We're gone like for maybe five or 7 days, not very long. And then when I came back to the shop, the doors were closed. And I was like, what's happening here? Why is the doors closed? Doesn't make sense. And I tried reaching out to him. I tried calling him. He never answered his phone. I then tried to reach out to the guys that were working there, and they explained to me that the guy didn't pay them, and they also, because they were getting paid like on a daily basis at the time, I can remember, a daily basis or something, and he didn't pay them, and that was the one thing, and also he didn't pay the rent as well. So the landlord decided to put us out because it was a pay-as-you-go rental. So if you don't pay 1 month, you're out. You understand? You know how it works, especially in the community. And that was it. It was it for me. I decided maybe this is not for me. Maybe I was just trying to do something that I thought would basically be a success one day. But maybe it's not for me. And standing in front of those closed doors, I decided, you know what, maybe I must just go back to working in corporate. I continued working in a job that I didn't like that much. I can remember my job title at the time was AMC. Yeah, it was AMC. That's an abbreviation, so it's actually meant account management consultant. It sounds very fancy, but I'm telling you, it was actually just a debt collector. So you'd call people and tell them their account is in arrears and they have to pay their accounts. You understand? So I continued working in a job which never had so much satisfaction. What then happened was that we all know that when something's for you, it will definitely come after you. And that's what happened with me. People continued to call, people continued to send messages. It never stopped. Around 2012, 2013, I got myself a scooter. I actually read a Bible verse at the time in Ecclesiastes that says, let your hands not be idle, for you do not know what will succeed, either this or that. And that actually drove me to actually serve people after work, you understand? So my daytime job was between 8 to 4 and 5 to whichever time the customer allows. I'll be going out to customer on my scooter and I'll drive out just serving people. Weekends wasn't my own, so I used to do it on a regular basis, just sacrificing that and just trying to pull that clientele back up. That was around 2012, 2013. It got very busy, And I decided, you know what, why don't I just give it another shot? You understand? Why not give it another shot again? What then happened? I can remember this was around the 26th of July. On the 26th of July, around 2014, 26th of July 2014, we launched our first shop again. Okay, with the same guys that used to work at the shop, I basically convinced them that I will be the guy that will be running the shop moving forward. There won't be no anyone, you understand? So basically just gain that trust from them as well. And also when also just remaining the customers that has been supporting us in the previous, them recognizing that this brand is still around. And that was really amazing for me at the time. I was fortunate enough to basically just have that start. A week later, I actually tendered my resignation at the bank, which was very terrifying for anyone to do. I don't think anyone just finds it easy just to submit your resignation and basically just think what you need to do the next day. But with that being said, I worked in my notice, and on my last day at the bank, I spoke to my manager and basically told him that you know what, I'm leaving, I'm going to become a barber. He laughed at me and he was like, who makes a career out of cutting hair? And told me that whenever I need my job back, I should just call him. And I never looked back from there. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to have any plan B. This is the only thing I'm going to focus on. And building from there since 2014, I've been going ever since. Yes, through the ups and downs, there's the journey that you enjoy, but I have been going ever since then. Yes.
That is so inspirational. Super, super, super inspirational. It's a story of resilience. It's a story of passion. It's a story of conquest. It's a story of overcoming. Facing adversity. All these words are just coming to me as you have shared this story and just how Legends Barber just was birthed.
Yeah.
So Sheldon, I think I also just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you have done in that, because I know the decisions that you have made were not easy. But just what's amazing about it is that now people can stand on your shoulders. Now people can look at you and your life and say, you know what, if he did it,
yes.
I can also do that. Yes. If he managed to make these certain decisions and whatnot, there's clarity, I believe, with what people now can get from what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm super, super really inspired.
Yeah,
and I know that now you guys have over 70 stores.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Over 70 stores.
Please talk to us a little bit about that. From one to over, 70 stores. How did you go about scaling the business?
Scaling up. So I think the first couple of years, it was very difficult for us to scale because you take one store and the profits that you make of that store, you use that profits to invest into another store, and I think that was the ripple effect. So we started off with a slow growth. So each and every year, when we started out 2014, each and every year would open at least one store. So 2014 would be the first store, 2015 will be the second store, 2016 will be the third store. So that was the first 3 stores that took about 3 years to build. You understand? Yes. Yes. I think that's very vital, just for you to understand that you need to sacrifice. You understand? You need to sacrifice, and realizing that the money that the business is making is not your money. You understand? That's the money for the business to survive and thrive and basically grow and create opportunities for more people to join. So So that was around 2015, 2016. 2017 is when we saw us being able to at least double that, you understand? So from going from 3 stores to having to open 2 stores a year, 3 stores a year, and eventually 2019 where we opened our 10th store. I think in 2019 was around about 10 stores approximately. So you can imagine the growth that it took, you understand? And it was like from there it just increased. It just increased. Year on year we grew at least. From that time, year on year, we grow at least 10 stores a year, 20 stores a year, you understand? So we definitely had that ripple effect. It's basically like the snowball effect, you understand? So similar to that, where you're just using little by little and just plowing it back into the business, trying to just making sure that your foundation is stable, you understand? You try to do a lot of things in terms of just making sure that the quality of the guys that they do are the same standard across board. Each and everything has to be the same, especially for us now that we started franchising as well. One of the main important things for us to have a standardization at all our stores, and in order for us to grow, in order for us to think about the next 50 stores, the next 100 stores, for us to sit here and think about it, we first need to analyze as to, okay, what has brought us up until here, what are the things that we can look back and what are the things we can rectify before we go over to the next stage, you understand? So it's that type of thing. It's definitely that type of thing, and once you focus on that, I think I also make a lot of reference to the Bible. So there's a verse in the Bible that says if you can be trusted with little, you can be trusted with much. You understand? If you can be trusted with that 10 rand that you are currently making at your spaza shop, you can be trusted with that 100 rand, with 1,000 rand, and with 1,000,000 rand that will come in future. So that's basically how you take it into account. Yeah.
No, that's incredible. And I also see that your products, because your products are premium, okay? There's nothing less. Premium products, you guys know. I see that now also your products are also in the outlet stores.
Yes.
I think the likes of Dischem,
Yes.
Clicks, I'm not too sure.
Clicks
Yes, and Clicks as well. So also, how has also that maybe also help grow the business? And just talk about maybe partnerships, collaborations, all that. How has that also grown the business?
Definitely. So we launched in Dischem. This was around March 2022. So we launched in Dischem around that time, and before that, prior to that, we've been knocking on doors. We've been knocking on doors for at least 2.5 years, just trying to get our products into the retail space, just trying to see what are the avenues for us to get our products in. I'm telling you that sometimes it will seem like it will never get there, you understand? And once one door opens, the rest just follows. And I think we were really blessed enough to basically have that launch of our products in our first retail outlet, which is Dischem. And on the day, it wasn't a normal launch. We had even the founder of Dischem getting his haircut in the bus. His old executive staff basically being pampered to basically a Legends experience. So it's really supernatural powers, and when it's your time, it will come. You understand? We don't have to rush. You don't have to rush. God's time is not our time, and we know that everything happens for a reason. Maybe at the specific time that we weren't ready for our products, but at the time when it came out and we launched our products in the retail outlets, we were ready for it. You see? So I think everything happens for a reason, and you can't rush things. And I know, especially being an entrepreneur, you want things to happen yesterday. Yesterday, yes. Yeah, so Yes, I think those are definitely things that that we take into account.
Greatness all around,
Yeah.
and I can also believe that you also are just an embodiment or an extension of the brand, because I know that when I also came here and we were just chatting, you also making sure that your hair is proper, everything is good,
Yeah.
because you're always looking after yourself, you always
Yeah.
wanting to be ready and whatnot. So I can really truly see that this is just not a business. This is something you truly believe in. It's an extension of your heart. It's an
Yeah.
extension of who you are. And I really love the point that you were saying about knocking, because as an entrepreneur, sometimes we tend to give up. Sometimes we tend to just say, this is not for me.
Yes.
But as you're saying, that when the opportunity is ripe and it's the right time, as another verse says, it says God makes everything beautiful in
Yes,
its time.
In its time.
In its time. And yeah, guys, when you knock, the door shall be open. Keep
Yes.
on knocking, keep on pursuing, keep on seeking.
Yes.
And definitely at the right time,
At the right time,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
That's true. That's true. I definitely agree with you because the thing is, you can't want to experience something that people have put years in. You understand? So, for example, especially the world that we live in today, where people want things to happen very quick. We basically live in a microwave society where you just click the button and you want to be rich now. You understand? You just put on that forex trading, and the money comes out. And I can make much more examples about this, that it doesn't happen just like that. You understand? If you should hear my story, if you should hear many people's stories out there who started out basically maybe in retail, for example, earning maybe 50 Rand a day or something like that, you will understand it is a journey that you go through. There's things that you go through from the beginning to get you to a certain point. You understand? And there's learnings that you learn along the way. You never stop learning. You never stop reading. You never stop empowering yourself. You understand? All you have to do is just keep on investing in yourself, and when the right moment and right opportunity comes available, it will be made known.
Oh, great. And when we just started, you mentioned that you are a person that sees the good in people. And I really commend you for that. It's really awesome to just see someone who sees beyond what people are maybe facing right now, and seeing the potential of what people actually can do.
Yes.
Just if I can add this, just coming here, and I know this is your office right here, but just seeing the culture of how it is here, it's just amazing. It's amazing because, I've bumped into you here and there having meetings and just speaking with your team, speaking to the staff. Everybody is just empowered.
Yes.
Everybody is just uplifted. Everybody is it's almost as if there's no hierarchy here. We're all on the same page, so which I really love, which also just highlights also the fact that I also want to say now is you just see a vision for each and every single person you come across, and that is why you started the Legends Barber Training and Leadership Development Academy. So that's just insane. Please speak to everyone with regards to that academy.
Yes. Okay. So with regarding the training academy, we've been having pop-up training centers wherever we go. So in every community where there's a shop or multiple shops, there is a training center. So basically, it's quite small, maybe around 50 square meters. So not very large. So recently we launched our Legends Training Development Academy, which is situated in Joburg CBD, and it's quite a massive place. Things over close to 600 square meters, and it can accommodate over 60 students at a time, and the training center is there to equip guys that is going to be joining the Legends brand, and also barbers barbers that will be taking on the entrepreneurial journey themselves. You understand? As we also introduce those entrepreneurial classes as well, and these are the things to empower and basically to alleviate the problems that we're currently facing. Because if you look at the things that we are going through, is a huge unemployment rate. Firstly, there's not much skills development in our area, and also entrepreneurship is scarce to come by. So we're trying to solve those problems and just looking what we can do.
Great. And can anyone join? Does it have specific requirements? What do I need to do in order for me to join?
So the only thing that you need to join is just to have the one requirement is the willingness to learn, the attitude to learn. We do believe that attitude plays a big part in anything that you want to pursue. So you have to have the right attitude basically to come on board. And that's the reason why the training center is so successful, because you find these candidates coming in with a willingness basically to say, what, this is something that I really want to take on. I really want to learn this, and I really want to better myself as a person, and I want to make a difference wherever I go through. You understand? So that's definitely one of the key things that you take into account. The applications are available on our social media platforms. If you go to Legends Training Academy on Instagram, Facebook, you'll find the details on there as to how process works. You fill in application, you get called in for interview, and from there then you can basically get started.
All right, great. And I'll definitely leave the links down below in the description so people can connect.
Thanks.
And also join the movement. And Sheldon, sitting here, I've just learned already so much from you, and I can tell the audience what I've learned, but I would actually love for you to maybe just share just key principles, or key things that can make you a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, so there is a couple of things that I would say. One of the main things which I stand by is basically 3 I's. So 3 I's is impact, influence, and income. So first and foremost, you need to make an impact in your business. You need to in order for you to make an impact, what problem are you solving? What problem are you actually trying to solve around you? You understand? And with a purpose, or with a committed plan for you to not only make that thing last while you live in here, but also when you leave one day, that impact will still be so long lasting. So impact is very vital in this day and age, because there's a lot of fly by nights, but it's hard to actually get that impact to last forever. I can make examples of people who have gone and their business has thrived over so many times. If you look at the likes of Steve Jobs, if you look at the likes of Henry Ford, you understand, all of these guys that has made such an impact in the industry, and they will never be forgotten, because they have decided to take that problem-solving mechanism upon themselves. So I think it's very important that you look at what's the impact that you're trying to create. And then influence is so vital. You have to influence the type of people that will be following you. You understand? Influence plays a big part in your target market, in your target audience. Who is that people that you are going to influence to actually purchase your product, or basically buy your service or pay for your service? So who is that target market that you want to be influenced? Whether it's a small group of people, it's a big group, you have to decide who are you actually targeting? What's the influence that you want to have on them? Because at the end of the day, if you look at very successful brands, they have like a cult-like following. You understand? There's like people that say, you know what, I just cut my hair at Legends and nowhere else. You understand? I just do this and nowhere else. I just use Apple and nothing else. I just wear this brand and nothing else. So the influence part, it's definitely vital. And last is income. You need income for any business to operate. That's the one thing. Treat the business money as its own. That's one principle that I've learned ever since I started. I basically, back then I paid myself a percentage of the profit. So I used to, so the first 3 months of the business, I didn't actually have a salary, but then afterwards I used to pay myself like maybe 5% or 10% of that, because the business was so small at the time. I couldn't actually figure out what's my salary going to be like. But most of the money gets plowed back into the business, so in order for it to grow. And as things, once you create that cycle and basically know that money is your tool in order for you to go from one place to another place, and then you realize that income is so vital. Income in your business, it needs to be generated on a daily basis and even on a monthly basis, so you can see where you're going to. And yeah, that's the 3 I's that you stand by. It's impact, influence, and income.
Thank you. Wow. Impact, influence, income.
Yes.
There you have it, guys. Those are the 3 golden tips and principles that Mr. Sheldon has learned. Thank you. That's very, very powerful. And what is the future? In closing, what does the future of Legends Barber look like? Because looking at your socials, on LinkedIn and Instagram, Mr. Sheldon, you are traveling. You are all over the place. Yeah. How does the future of the company look like?
So yeah, the future of Legends, we're just trying to solve problems. So one of our greatest problems that we have now is actually men going bald, and it's one of the threats that we see in guys, and basically when somebody goes bald, it affects their self-esteem. It affects the way they feel about themselves. You understand? Their confidence levels are low because they are not the same as anyone else, and they have to adjust the way they look, wearing hats, wearing caps, just trying to cover up. You understand? And for us, we saw it as an opportunity, basically, to tap into these markets, to tap into this market and trying to solve this problem. So the future of Legends is basically just trying to solve problems where we see fit, whether it be in the hair transplant business, whether it be in the scalp pigmentation business, whether it be in basically hair growth products business. You understand? Just trying to solve problems where we try and come up with ways in terms of how can we ensure that we better ourselves in any way possible. So I think that's the future of Legends, just making sure that we solve problems and we help those in need. That's from an innovation point of view. From a barbershop point of view, we would like to see the industry grow. Currently, the industry is not as big as it is in other parts of the world. We would like to see it grow. We would like to be at the forefront of growth, not only for Legends Barber to have X amount of stores, but we would like to see other partners actually come up and basically grow their own business and establish themselves in the community. I understand, being able to grow the market, because it's not everyone can actually cut at Legends. You understand? So you need other key players also to be part of this chain that we're trying to build.
Awesome. And how can people get a hold of you?
I'm available on LinkedIn. It's Sheldon Tatchell on LinkedIn. If you go on Instagram as well, my handle is legend_Sheldon. Facebook, it is Sheldon Tatchell. Yeah. So that's where you can definitely get hold of me. Yeah.
Sheldon, thank you so much for this time. Thank you so much for this. You don't know, but when you were talking about even impact,
Yes.
You have done it right here, right now on Primetime. And I'm sure so many people are blessed, so many people are equipped, and so many people are just ready to just conquer and to really make a difference with their lives and the people that are around them. So Sheldon, thank you again. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best just when it comes to the company. I know that God willing, it is going to thrive. It's going to thrive. It really is going to continue to have that ripple effect that you are talking about. So thank you. Millions of thank yous. I really count it as a privilege, and we are blessed. So guys, you've heard it here first with Sheldon, the founder of Legends Barber. And it was such a great episode, and it was awesome having him. If you really like this episode, please make sure that you subscribe, that you like, and you share this with your world. And I'm sure they're just obviously going to learn a lot and just be empowered. Yes, and a thumbs up. I forgot about the thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Please don't dislike. Right, this is Sheldon, guys, Legends Barber founder. Please, okay. And also, if you have had an experience at Legends Barber, please comment. Let us know about your experience at Legends Barber. Let us know about your experience. How has it been? Please talk about that in the comment section. And let us know if there's places, even maybe you're watching this not in another place outside of South Africa. Please let us know where you're at, and maybe ask Sheldon, please come here or come here, and I'm sure you'll make a plan.
We'll
definitely make a plan. So please put that in the comment section, and it's just gonna be awesome. But guys, thank you so much, and this is Peter Mudiba signing out till we meet again. Cheers.